Because of many distractions, most of them self-induced, milling up this pile of free logs is taking much too long. Today, first I measured for the newel post on my deck rebuilding project, and after that I hurried through logs as quickly as I could. There were still a few in the trailer and 5 in the truck. With the deck post set aside, I was ready to start milling. Because of my problem with dust and whatever spores or pollen is in the air, driving me nuts lately. Wearing my Trend air shield today. It's got a motor in it, filters. Used primarily for work on the lathe. Battery powered. I don't know how long it'll last. We'll find out. I've only used this once for a short period of time. Can't blow my nose with the air shield on. This is my last chance for a while. A button on top of the helmet turns on the fan that supplies me with filtered air. The fan is a little bit noisy, but I'm wearing earplugs anyway because of the noise of the mill. You are not the only one who has pointed out to me in previous videos that the engine idle is too high and the clutch is pinging and wearing out prematurely. I have protested that I can't hear it, and I can't wearing earplugs, and the pinging is in a frequency range of which I am nearly deaf. But thanks for your persistence. That will be corrected not in this video, but in another one a little farther down the line. I hate wasting anything, so I resaw live edge boards, even if the result is an odd size. It'll come in handy for something sometime. I group boards of similar width to save time and minimize waste. I think this must be day 4 or 5 on this particular batch of logs. Less than 48 hours before rain begins. I really want to get as much of this done as possible. And tomorrow, the last thing I do in the afternoon is blow all the leaves off all the roofs. Roofs, whatever. The building tops before it rains. So I'm not going to do a lot of fancy film work today. When did I ever do fancy film work? I just got to get some of these logs cut up. I need them off the trailer so I can move the trailer. I'd like to get them out of the truck too. So I'm going to set up the camera here. Oh, another thing. I've been outside all day today. My nose has not troubled me yet, but I haven't really made much sawdust yet. I got my Trend air shield out here. Whether I use it or not, I don't know. I think the dust will tell me whether I will or not. With the big end on my right, the log will want to turn to the left. I need it to go straight, so I put a concrete block in front of the big end, and when it hits the edge of the sawmill shed floor, the small end can catch up with the big end. I've noticed over the past few years that my feet fly lower than they used to. I trip on more things outside. I even trip over the edges of rugs inside. It's easy to understand why falls hurt so many old folks. 12'6". Woodland Mills specifies 3 full turns of tension on the blade. I broke a couple of blades, once when I over-tensioned it, I think, losing count. I've been running 2.5 turns ever since. I don't know what that torques out to, and I don't care. I get good results at the lower tension, and I'm probably prolonging blade life. Mill head is still shaking some. I forgot to tighten the drive belt. Plastic pipe over the log stops makes it easy to roll the logs without them snagging. This cheap fix works so well, I scrounged up more plastic pipe so I have enough for all 3 log stops. Yeah, probably want to move that. Some of these teeth feel sharp, some do not. Shouldn't be like this. I'm going to put on another blade. I think those boards with hairy cuts might be hemlock. I don't know enough about the characteristics of softwoods to be sure. Certainly not running hot. I've explained before why I don't bother wearing gloves most of the time changing blades. If I use safety equipment, I think I'm safe, and I don't pay as careful attention as I do if I'm not wearing gloves and I know it's not safe. I wipe the blades with oil before I hang them up so they won't rust between now and resharpening time. I always hang blades teeth to the wall. Keeps them out of my shirt. I oil the blades again after sharpening to keep them from rusting before I use them. So I have to wipe that oil off and all the accumulated sawdust before I put it back on the mill. And while I'm doing that, I remember that the drive belt is loose. I will tighten it. But it didn't occur to me to reposition the camera so you can see what I'm doing. First, I have to loosen this bolt and this one. I seem to have lost or deleted the next clip, but what I do now is use a short pry bar and a block of wood, and use the block of wood as a fulcrum here to lever up on the bottom of the frame that holds the idler, and then tighten the top bolt again, and then the bottom bolt, and then we're good to go. I can get 4 2x10s out of this, but first I skim off the very top so I can start even on the 6/4 scale. That slice is no more than 1/8 of an inch and relatively even throughout its length. Can't bear to break it up and throw it away. It's got to be good for something, isn't it? Well, actually, no, it isn't, and I did break it up and throw it away. The blade guard saves me again. Okay, out of that log we got, these are 12.5 feet long, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one's got some weight on it. Not much. 4 nominal 2x10s. 3 over there. 3/4 by wide. And some other stuff down here that'll have to be resawed. And we'll see what we get out of that. Right now I got to find a place to stack these. I can't put them up on top there because I can't lift them that high, and that's getting a little precarious anyway. So I have an accumulation of crap and wood over here. I should really make better use of this space, but I don't want to reorganize it now. Save that for a rainy day, which we're going to have plenty of very soon. I really don't want to stack them in here, and pretty soon I've got to start moving dirt, get the floor started in here. What I could do is get rid of this stuff and start a new stack right here with a narrow aisle in here. Okay, that's as high as I'm going on that. After resawing the live edge boards, I added them to the stack. One of the first cuts still had a board or two in it. Coming up on 6 o'clock. Take care of this tomorrow. Get that log on the mill. Get these two off the trailer. I don't know what order I'm going to do things tomorrow, but I'll get some stuff done. Bring it on Friday. Enough for today.